Olympic Games start on Wednesday, a week and a half of watching amazing sportsmen and women at the top of their game. But a reigning Paralympic champion has told BBC News that prosthetics provided by the health service here in the UK need to improve to help produce Great Britain's next generation of gold medalists. Nikki Fox reports.
He's a double gold medal winning Paralympian, a 4-time world champion and marathon world record holder. Richard Whitehead might not be heading to Paris this year, but he's got another focus.
I'm fit and healthy, and I'm never saying never. I've not retired officially.
But can you take on the fox? Away from the track, Richard is passionate about removing the barriers that stop disabled people enjoying sport.
We still have some real access issues in sport and recreation. For an able-bodied person to be able to run, the equipment you need is trainers. You go to a sports shop in your local community, you get them. For an amputee, you have to go to a prosthetic clinic. You're measured, you're fitted, you have the right equipment, and then you're able to, that process needs to be a lot easier.
The NHS says people with prosthetics commissioned by them can take part in fitness and physical activities, but Richard disagrees.
I don't see those individuals. I don't hear those messages.
But the NHS would say that anybody who needs a prosthetic, if they're suitable, can get one.
The NHS at the moment for me is very restrictive. I've heard comments from patients that they've been told to be less physically active because they're growing out of, or their prosthetics aren't functional anymore. You should never be a young person told that you're doing too much physical activity.
And that's why Richard set up his foundation, to help people like Waleed get the right prosthetic so that he can run like this.
I actually watched him on YouTube when he did your Paralympic in 2020. That's what changed my life, to be honest, and that's the start of my journey. I want to become a sprinter just like him and hopefully get a gold medal and beat you one day.
The NHS prosthetic he received after losing his leg as a teenager changed his life, and it's the reason he's now a prosthetist himself. But it didn't allow him to get back to the active life he had before, until he received his first running blade with the help of Richard.
For me, being active, it's not only about running or gain a gold medal or gain a success. It's about the movement. And you gain your mind busy doing different things during the day. The running blade just allows me to overcome my disability.
Do you use your legs when you're at school?
Sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
It is hard to play football with them on.
Richard has been a mentor to 10-year-old Taylor since he was 2 and has been there through some of the challenges he's faced.
If your running feet could be better in any way, what would you like them to be better in?
More comfier.
So more comfy for sure.
They are so heavy. And you have to wear these.
There's not much difference in that and mine.
Is there not?
No.
Taylor has 3 different NHS prosthetic legs, but none of them work that well for him.
If we had the money, it would be a completely different scenario.
Do you feel that way?
Yes. I understand it's the NHS and funding is limited, but the kids, there shouldn't be a limitation on their life.
So what do you think you could get then if you had the money?
Lighter legs, better fit, physio that comes along with it. We would be a lot further along in Taylor's journey than we are now.
For Richard, it's not just about finding the next gold medal winning Paralympian. He wants all disabled people to have the right equipment so that they can benefit from sport, just like he has. Nikki Fox, BBC News.